Welcome to Love, Life, Religion, Sports. This is your host, Andy Black, and my guest here is
Hi guys, my name is Kwacey Coggins.
nice to have you on, Kwacey. Kwacey is officially our first guest on Love, Life, Religion, Sports. Now, if you're new to the show, what we do is we take love, life, religion, sports as the basis topics and just start a conversation that is tailored to uh, Kwacey and his life, and a little bit of my life as well, as we share just conversation. And right now we're in a Starbucks in New York City, so if you see people walking by, that's why. And yeah, so we start off with Kwacey. We'll start off with the first topic, love. We don't have to get into anything scandalous or anything, but um, the typical love question I like to ask is, who pays on a first date?
Well, who plays on the first date? Honestly, I would say it should go both ways.
Oh,
It should go both ways. So because if you're taking out somebody on a date and you want to show this person a good time, would you rather the person you take it out pay for your meal, or would you guys rather split it in two ways and enjoy each other's company better? Because I feel like if you're gonna go on a date, at least you gotta you know have somebody pay. You guys should just split it in one way. Don't have that mentality like, hey, she's taking me on a date, she's gonna pay for everything. No, it's a two-way. It's a two-way street. You pay half and she pays half.
yeah, that makes sense. I also have heard, like, have you even heard from like famous people, like especially 50 Cent once said, whoever's idea it was to go on the date pays for the date. You know? If a girl asks you to go somewhere, but I also think it's perfectly fine to go Dutch, because sometimes you may want to order more than the girl
Right,
or your partner does,
right,
and or it just takes off a pressure that is always implicated when dates are dates come forth.
right. I mean, also, I think when it comes to that, you know, the first date, I always think like, you know, if if you honestly believe that she's gonna pay for the first date, then your mindset is all messed up.
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
mindset is all messed up. Like
Hmm.
that's gonna mess up your whole demeanor on the date, because you're gonna have this mindset thinking, oh, she's gonna pay for the date, so let me order whatever else big on the menu, and then when it comes to that, you know, situation that you know she has to have enough money, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna be washing dishes. That's what you're gonna be
Yeah.
doing.
So fellas, always pay for the first date. It's very important.
That makes sense. All right, now we move on to life. Kwacey, what are some of your what do you feel like some of your achievements in life have been over the last 10 years?
Um, I would say okay. Well, I would say the biggest achievement over the last 10 years for me would be that I was nominated as New Yorker of the Week
Oh, that's
in
awesome.
2022 for my service to New York City and
Oh,
giving
that's very
back.
cool. New
I,
Yorker of the Week. Okay, I didn't know I was with a celebrity over here.
yeah, man. So yeah, I got nominated in 2022 as being the New Yorker of the Week, and that had to be the biggest achievement of my life, was being nominated for that award, because I do so much service for so many people, and I give back to so many people in my, you know, my time off. And when I was told that I was being nominated, I didn't believe it at first until probably a week later going into the interview. And then, I got the opportunity to do the interview with one of my best friends from my YSA War days in Queens, and she did it, and it was just an amazing opportunity to be interviewed and to be, given an opportunity to serve, my community, but also being let anybody know that I love doing service and I love getting back to people. I love this talking to people and just getting to know people better. And it was just an amazing opportunity, and I loved it.
So, what type of service would you do you render when you do these either service projects or just going? Do you go to like shelters? What do you do?
So what I was currently doing, and I still do it to this day, I was doing rescuing leftover cuisine, and that's a nonprofit organization here in New York, and they're based all over now. But so what I would do is I basically go to restaurants or go to like um, corporate buildings, and we get the leftover food, and we bring it to one of our nonprofit recipients, and just give it to them. So instead of it being thrown in the trash and the waste, we just take the leftover food and we just bring it to like a shelter or one of our um, one of our shelters, one of our local community fridges, or just one of our like community houses that we sponsor with, and we give them the food, and they're happy to get the food from us. And then the food is going to good. It's going to a good place. It's going to a good space, and it's being used. You can eat. They are less fortunate than us.
Wow, that's really cool. That's that's leftover cuisine, huh? I had
Yeah.
a friend who would always go to like bagel stores or bakeries. I think it was bakeries, and get the leftovers and bring them to the homeless shelter to give the residents some sweet treats for their morning. I remember when I years ago when I was in the shelter, they would bring. I think it was either Carlos's Bakery or something like that from Hoboken would be delivered to the shelter, and they'd have the best pastries, man. It was just so it was just so awesome to receive that help, and it's cool to know someone on the other end that has given that help to people like myself back in the day. So thank you, Kwacey, for all you do.
You're welcome, man. And I never knew that, man. That you were in that situation, man. I never knew that at all about that. And I wish I knew about that. I could have done more to help. But if you guys are interested in doing rescuing leftover cuisine, there's an office in New Jersey.
Oh, awesome!
New
Yeah,
Jersey. I
send me
mean,
a link.
I definitely
I'd
will send
love
you.
that.
I'll definitely send you a link. And they do rescues every day, Monday through Sunday,
Hmm.
from 7:30 in the morning to 10:30 at night.
Oh, wow! And you can go like any hours. You don't have to.
Any hours during the
Oh,
week, and it's very flexible. It's very flexible, very easy to get on, and it's easy to sign up for an event.
yeah. Send me a link. I'd love to do that.
I definitely will do that for you.
Perfect. Now let's talk about a little bit of religion.
Okay.
So, can you just share with us your if you have a calling in your ward or the stake? The ward award being a congregation of single adults in that practice the church, the religion of the religion of Christianity through the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter Day Saints. Just tell us a little bit about your ward and why you love it.
So I'm part of the mid singles ward and the church. of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints, and basically that award is for people who are, I would say, 30 and plus and above. And I love the award because it's people who are just like you know not sure they're not sure if they want to get married they're they're looking to get married and they want somebody, and it's a great family to be part of because we do a lot of fun activities and we do a lot of like cool stuff. Um, I would say that the coolest thing we did in the last couple of years would be we did this game night, and basically it was like people got together and they played all kinds of like games that I didn't even know about that actually existed, and it was just a lot of fun and laughter
Some people are
and
so creative with those board games, right?
yes,
And they're so fun. They can make people laugh, and you just get really incite the best of people in that community and communal and just fellowshipping aspect. I love it. I
yeah.
love it.
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of games that I wasn't aware of that they're still making these days, board game wise, and I was like, oh man, this is so hard and so difficult to do, but I learned a lot about it, and it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and definitely stop by the ward. It's a lot of fun. We're there on Sundays at 1:30. Every Sunday at 1:30. So
You're
it's not
always
fun.
invited if you're. I believe they just changed. Did they change the age to 35, or do they still, or people with 31? Does it matter how old you are to go there? Really?
Um, they did change the age, so they changed the age with single adults. So it's 19 to 35 for single adults, and for the mid singles is 30 and 30 and plus.
Oh, okay, cool.
30 and plus.
So if you're in the city, New York City, and you're looking for a church, then I believe it's Union Square,
Yeah, Union Square and West 15.
and when you go, you'll run into Kwacey here, and you'll definitely have a good time. He's one of the friendliest guys I've ever met. He'll come up to you, dap you up, and make you feel real good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. I try my best to make everybody feel welcome when you come to the church. 'Cause that's what we do at the members of the church. We make people feel welcomed and want them to come back as much as possibly as we can.
Definitely.
'Cause it says it at all of our buildings, visitors are welcome.
Hmm.
So come,
Last,
come check them out.
oh yeah, come on out. And last question for us today. For in sports, you have a favorite sports team
Um,
or favorite athlete? It could be reasons beyond the game.
well, okay, I'll put it like this. I do have a favorite sport. I am a big fan of. I love baseball. I do love baseball.
Baseball,
I
okay.
do love baseball. I do love baseball, and hate to admit this, but I got more into the Mets
The
now
Mets, okay. Okay.
because I've been to a few games, and I don't know
When
why
you
people.
go to a few games, it's just you kind of build on a team. That's why I started liking the Devils hockey because my bishop got us hockey tickets all the time, and I started to love it.
Yeah, and I've been to a few Met games and I love it, and it's enjoyable. I don't know why people say it's boring, but it's very enjoyable. It's fun, and you learn more about yourself as a person when you go to Met games, and it's like a different kind of atmosphere. Because I've been to a bunch of games for the Yankees, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a different kind of vibe when you go to games with the Yankees, because a lot of fans at games with the Yankees they get very loud and very obnoxious. When you go to a Mets game, it's like they get loud, but they don't get like out of control loud. You know what I'm
Yeah, I went.
saying? So like it's cool. for a
Yeah,
Mets game.
one time I went to a Yankees Mets game, and that was a good environment. It was at Yankee Stadium, so the Yankee fans were loud, but the Mets fans were also loud, but they weren't like. I feel like they weren't as contentious as the Yankee fans. But
Right,
the Yankee fans would be booing the Mets as they would come on and stuff.
right. And like I said, like you said earlier,
It's a little bit of a level of class, I feel like.
sure, sure. When you said earlier about the Devils, I've been to 2 games for the Devils.
Oh,
Two,
nice.
2 games, and I would say honestly, you guys are you guys are more fun than the Astro Rangers game. And I'm not saying that to be spiteful. I'm just saying that if you go to New Jersey and you go to a Devils game, you're gonna leave with this hype, lots of
Did you?
hype and energy.
Even if I've been to a few, and they lost one out of the times I've been there, and since I've been there though, every time it's just so fun, like cheering on the goals and
Yeah,
the energy and the vibe. It's very cool.
right. Now, my favorite athlete, I would say would have to be Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, tell me why.
Mike Tyson, he said this quote, and it's so I don't know what it is, but it's been installed in my head. And he said, "You gotta love discipline, even if you don't love it. You gotta love discipline. Even if you hate it, you gotta love discipline." And when Mike Tyson said that, it really like set the bar for me very heavily because I'm working on my discipline right now. I'm working on my discipline right now by like trying to be better in my life and just working on things to become better. Like for example, I'm trying to be more compassionate to people more and be more peaceful and more loving because as you get older you your mind you want to have a peaceful life. You don't want to be dealing with certain things that you shouldn't be dealing with. And then with Mike Tyson, he said it best. Discipline is the key to happiness. And if you don't have discipline, then you're losing out. You're losing out. You're missing out on life. So you know, get disciplined. Everybody out there, get disciplined. It's okay to be weak at times, but definitely show discipline in everything you're doing in this life because without discipline, it's gonna get harder and harder every day to able to progress with your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, whatever you want to do. It's gonna get harder and harder without the discipline. So just keep keep yourself level, but also keep yourself positive in the same boat.
Thanks, Kwacey. Well, that's love, life, religion, sports. We tackled all the subjects. We just had a casual conversation, and it's great to have you, Kwacey. We'd like to take this and put out an invitation. Anybody that wants to come on to Love Life Religion Sports, uh, you you not only get a some sort of either a beverage or something to eat, but you also get $25 for every hour of recording, and if you go below the hour like we're doing now, then you still get 25. It just for any portion of an hour you get $25. The whole hour or less. And we just want to also put out an invitation that if anybody needs a friend or a church to go to, a friend that can help you a little along the way, come to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter Day Saints. All that are viewing, and um, meet people like Kwacey and myself, and it's just a good, friendly time, and um, meet with our missionaries. But besides the missionary plug, anything wanna add or before we go, Kwacey?
Um, all I would say is, like Andy said, let's come to the church and check it out for yourself and see what it's all about. You know, we're good people and we're wholesome good people and we're allowed to make friends and, you know, come and, you know, just meet people and, you know, make people happy and peaceful. And I'll leave this what you got. I'll leave this with the last quote. Um, know your worth, guys. Guys and girls, know your worth. If you're not being treated properly at a job site or not being treated properly at your work or wherever you're at, know your worth. Call your shot. Don't take it anymore. Stand up for yourselves and move forwards. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's more opportunities out there for you to grow, and there's other jobs out there that you can grow from it. But don't sit back and you know let people disrespect you or talk to you in a certain way. You know your worth, know your peace, and go out there and you know find other opportunities and call your shot. You know, because if you don't, you're gonna be in the same position that you were in 4 years later, and asking yourself why did I not make a shot. So know your work, guys. Thank
Know
you.
your worth, Kwacey. Kwacey is. It's been a pleasure to have you on today, and um, stay chill, everybody. Be easy, and see you next time on Love, Life, Religion, Sports.
Oh, just have to show you. Like